What would you think if I were to tell you that 5.6 million children in the United States are going to die from a fatal choice that they make in their youth, and that you have the power to prevent that from happening? Well, that is the case, and that choice is choosing to use tobacco. The figure that I have just stated is how many children are going to ultimately die from using tobacco, according to the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids. On their website, it is stated that tobacco use is the #1 cause of preventable death, with an estimated 480,000 people dying annually. When I was 9, my father died from bone and lung cancer. He was a daily smoker. My mother has emphysema, peripheral artery disease, has had open heart surgery, and recently had a biopsy performed on her lung due to a mass that was found. She too is a daily smoker and still smokes today. I also have several aunts and uncles that have died from smoking-related causes, anything ranging from heart attacks to blood clots. The end result of choosing to use tobacco is often tragic. 1,600 kids are going to use tobacco for the first time today, and it is only by lessening the appeal of tobacco use that we can prevent some of these tragedies from taking place. I am going to discuss how the tobacco corporations strategically lure children into becoming addicted to their product just so they can ensure that they have a continuous renewal of customers. Next, we'll discuss some of the initiatives and policies that the advocacy group Tobacco-Free Kids are helping to implement. Last, I would like us to envision a world where tobacco companies are no longer destroying our lives and being a burden to society. To start, let's look at the tactics that tobacco corporations are using to ensure that children become slaves to the drug nicotine. The American Cancer Society states that the younger you are when you begin to smoke, the more likely you are to become addicted to nicotine, and that 9 out of 10 people that smoke started before the age of 18. The tobacco companies know this, and they use it to their advantage. Most smokers want to quit, but because they are physically and mentally addicted to nicotine, they usually find it seemingly impossible to do so. In fact, the FDA has stated that tobacco companies use additives such as ammonia in an attempt to optimize nicotine delivery and lung absorption so that way they can addict the highest number of people possible. The National Institute on Drug Abuse estimates that only about 6% of smokers will be able to quit in a given year. With 1,600 people trying cigarettes for the first time each day, the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids indicates that 235 of those are going to become daily users. They estimate that kids are 3 times as likely as adults to be swayed to use because of marketing. The tobacco industry spends a whopping $8.2 billion on marketing each year. That's $2.5 million each and every day. To be able to spend that much on marketing and still be able to profit, it is no wonder that tobacco corporations target children that have a life of cigarette purchasing ahead of them. Since we now have a more clear understanding of how tobacco companies strategically lure children into becoming slaves to their products, let's take a look at how the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids and its affiliate, Tobacco-Free Kids Action Fund, use to help prevent this from happening. There are several initiatives and policies that the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids have played a pivotal role in helping to implement. As part of the state Children's Health Insurance Program, Tobacco-Free Kids was instrumental in the 2009 federal tax increase from 62 cents to 101 cents per pack, which also led to an 8.3% decrease in sales that same year. They helped initiate smoke-free laws in 27 U.S. states and 55 countries around the world. These laws protect an estimated 1.5 billion people globally to avoid secondhand smoke, and they also lessen the viewing of smoking by underage people. The Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids started Where's the Smoke Project in 2018, which investigates the use of young influential people by tobacco corporations on social media platforms. They have also filed a lawsuit which will mandate that the FDA require graphic health warning on all cigarette packaging and advertisements. In short, they have been really busy. A lot has been done on part of the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, but we have yet to win the war on big tobacco. Imagine a world where whether to try tobacco as a child is not an option. A world where our insurance is used to enrich our lives and prevent disease, and not to address issues that are caused by tobacco use in the first place. A world where our loved ones aren't abruptly torn from us because of a choice that they made as impressionable children. Well, the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids has envisioned that world since September of 1995, and they need our help to make that world a reality. In conclusion, we have seen how tobacco companies target children and what the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids has done to curb their advances. In an effort to help them meet their goals, I would like to urge you to consider giving a charitable contribution to the Tobacco-Free Kids Action Fund. For more information, you can visit tobaccofreekids.org, or to make a monetary contribution, please visit tobaccofreeaction.org. You would think, given that my father lost his life as a direct result of smoking when I was only 9 years old, that I would never even consider trying cigarettes. But like so many impressionable children, I succumbed to the appeal of advertising, and I became one of the 1,600 people to try their first cigarette when I was only 12 years old. I soon became one of 235 that become addicted on a daily basis. I've struggled to give up for the better part of a decade, but like millions of people, even though I may want to quit, it is very hard to do so. Smoking cigarettes is by far my number one regret in life. But knowing that the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids are advocating for people just like me and for countless children around the world that may one day make that same fatal choice, I am proud to declare that I have renewed my resolve not to give up my life just so that tobacco corporations can fill their pockets. Thank you.